welcome to the special broadcast. I'm Tanvi Shukla and we're getting you non-stop updates as Ayodhya and the rest of the country really gears up for the Bhumi Pujan that will mark the beginning of the process for construction of the Ram temple. Finally in Ayodhya, a historic day for millions of believers in our country, a historic day also because this specific issue, which has gone on for decades, has defined our politics in many ways and also shown a legendary legal battle that went all the way from the Allahabad High Court to the Supreme Court. And all of that has now culminated into what's happening today, this grand Bhumi Pujan. Grand in many ways, and the symbolism is more than what you're seeing on ground, purely because it's time of a pandemic and so too many people are not allowed. Social distancing, they're all trying to maintain social distancing. Even in the visuals you can see the chairs are positioned in such a way that people are far away from each other. Prime Minister Modi will lay the first stone for the Ram temple. It's going to be a 40 kg silver stone essentially. That will be laid by Prime Minister Modi. The chopper that you can see, the helicopter in those visuals on his screens, is Prime Minister Modi. Arriving now in Ayodhya, he'll be landing at a helipad in one of the colleges. I think the Saket College is where he will be landing. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, Governor Anandiben Patel have already reached the Bhumi Pujan site. And of course, much before all of them was the RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat, who arrived in Ayodhya yesterday itself. But the one surprise development was the presence of Uma Bharti, who herself had declared that she will not be present and she will stay away as a precautionary measure amid the pandemic. But today she says she got the invite and instructions from the management trust, the Ram Janmabhoomi Management Trust, and which is why she couldn't say no. So she is present there right in the front row for this grand Bhumi Pujan event. We're going to try and go across to Mandar Fanse, who's been getting us live updates. Mandar, of course, shortly the activity will begin. I believe, even as I come to you there live, we are getting visuals of the helicopters of Prime Minister. So he is going to touch down on, at Saket College any time now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he will be the first Prime Minister now who would reach to Hanuman Gadi and who would perform a puja over there. So that means it is in itself is a historical moment because remember Hanuman Gadi also has its own importance in Ayodhya, and going to Hanuman Gadi itself is a more pleasing gesture from the Prime Minister itself. So obviously he will perform puja over there. Lord Hanumana, who's considered as Avtara of Lord Shankar, and therefore he would go there, he would perform the puja, and then he will proceed to the to take blessings from Ram Lalla Virajman, and after that he will proceed to the stone laying ceremony. So all these things are elaborate processes now, and this is a historic moment of a long going on struggle for this Ram Mandir, a 5-century-old controversy and 70 years legal tangle. Now it has gone to a complete historical value, and now it's a new era in a way in India as far as the socio-political history of India is concerned. So this is a big moment. Apart from that, of course, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, along with him, all the other dignitaries will be there. They will be, in a way, the members of the Darbar of Ram Lalla. So Ram Lalla, along with Sita Mai and Lord Lakshman, his brothers, all those will be represented in this darbara, and in that particular darbar, basically all these representations of the deities will be done by the holy kalashas which are there in that pandal at Janmabhoomi. So this elaborate process, rituals will be there. Apart from that, Prime Minister Modi is going to plant a Parijat plant over there. And of course, with all these things, there will be a strong message that the kind of poll plank was floated by BJP in 90s, that is almost the fulfilling the promises made to the people and the followers of BJP within India itself. So this is by and large also considered as a poll fulfilling, promises fulfilling kind of a event as well by some people. Apart from that, Ayodhya is all set. Every home, every household in Ayodhya is really happy and participating in all the various jubilation arrange programs, small programs on each and every roads over here. Apart from that, beyond Ayodhya, Ayodhya is a sealed city right now. All the heavy deployment is there in terms of the security is concerned. So nobody is really allowed right now getting into the Ayodhya city. And that's why most of the people, they feel, even media over here, most of the media is here, and everybody of us lucky, because everybody, while coming to Ayodhya in the morning, everybody who was stranded there, they were telling that you guys are really lucky, you are going for a historic moment over here. So of course, this is the sentiment, this is how the kind of spirituality is attached to this particular event, and this event is going to be a really historical moment from a while from now.
Yes. In fact, let me also tell our viewers that Prime Minister Modi is going to install a 40 kg silver brick as foundation stone. Mandar was also saying that from here on there will be 3-day-long rituals, Vedic rituals and prayers that will be held, that were held in fact ahead of the Bhumi Pujan. So all of that actually started on Monday itself. The temple design has been done by the Sompura family that designed the Somnath temple. In fact, the Sompura family, which is from Gujarat, they've designed over about 130 temples across the country. And one very interesting thing in a report that we will play out for you is the attire of Ram Lalla. The idol will be dressed in green today because that's the color that's been chosen as part of Navratra on Wednesday, the day today. So that is what has been stitched. There's a family who for generations has stitched clothes, a family of tailors who stitch clothes for the idols here in Ayodhya. And that is what they have decided to stitch this time, especially for this grand event. Of course, they've already got an entire wardrobe ready on a daily basis. The attire will be changed for the idol. Starting today, we will see some special clothes being brought in. That being said, Mandar, what about participation of some of the other groups? Not just the big names, not just the big ministers or leaders or politicians, but various associations from RSS to VHP and several other Hindu associations, Karsevaks who were linked to the movement. How many of them or their representatives have managed to make it for this event?
There are very few people, Tanveen. That's where it is really kind of a painful thing for most of the organizations. Of course, the RSS itself is a parent organization as far as most of the Hindu organizations are concerned, be it Vishwa Hindu Parishad or for that matter Bajrang Dal or other smaller organizations which were the part of this long prolonged movement of Mandir. But at the same time, there are other Hindu organizations which are not really happy as far as political organizations are concerned. Shiv Sena is not happy. As far as social organization is concerned, Hindu Mahasabha is one organization which was completely neglected and completely sidelined by the organizers over here right now. That's what is the sense we collect from Hindu Mahasabha representatives. Apart from that, Nirmohi Akhada, which was also relatively completely sidetracked, sidelined in this process, and that's where most of the Nirmohi Akhada people are also not really happy. but they are happy that the mandir finally is happening, and that's why they were all really converged together for so many years within this movement. So there is something which is really not liked by most of the organizations, which are Hindu organizations, but still they are right now saying that this is not the moment to make any comments. This is not the moment to create some kind of a political controversy around this particular fact that today is the day, which is a historical day. After 500 years, they are saying that the Ram Lalla Virajman will get his own formal and well constructed temple, which is being completely consumed by most of the people for so many centuries. So all these things are put together. If we see people who wanted to come here and join, they are not really happy. But people who are here right now, they are also very important people, be it Ramdev Baba or for that matter, even the senior leaders like Uma Bharti. So of course, this is going to be a very, very important time, and of course everybody is missing Lal Krishna Advani in Ayodhya.
Yes, Lal Krishna Advani and Murli Manohar Joshi not present there. Lal Krishna Advani, the man who came up with the concept of the Rath Yatra, led the Rath Yatra, which is literally the symbol of the entire Ayodhya movement, and how that then built up to the big moment, is a man who's going to be missing today from these scenes. Mandar Fanse, thank you so much for joining us. I will keep coming back to you, for all the updates live from Ayodhya for us. But I also want to play out this specific conversation that Padmaja had with the Taylor's family that I was telling you about. Now, we'll keep showing you these live visuals as well from the Bhumi Pujan venue. Prime Minister Modi will be landing shortly, will be visible at the Hanuman Gadi temple, which is the first stop that he is going to make. But let's play out this conversation. This is, of course, recorded earlier because today these clothes have already reached the site, and that is what the attire will be for Ram Lalla. But listening to the tailors talking about the tradition and the choice of the attire, even the color. Take a look.
At the time of worship, one thing that really matters is the shringar. How the god is decorated, how the deity, the idol is decorated, and which is why we bring you to the place, to this small shop, the tailor in Ayodhya who is making the poshak for Ram Lalla. आप बताइए कि कितनी पोशाकें गई हैं राम लला के?
राम लला के 4 पोशाक गए हैं, एक हरा, एक भगवा कलर का, एक सफ़ेद, एक लाल, 4 पोशाक गए हैं, 4 दिन का गया है।
पर 4 अभी गई हैं, पर हर दिन का, हफ्ते के हर दिन का अलग पोशाक होता है कि लोग तो सोचते हैं कि सिर्फ भगवा ही पहनते हो।
नहीं, हर दिन का अलग का। जैसे सोमवार कोई सफ़ेद कपड़ा वस्त्र धारण करते हैं, और मंगलवार को ये लाल कपड़ा धारण करते हैं, बुधवार को ये हरा, यानी प्रधानमंत्री जिस दिन आ रहे 5 तारीख को यही वस्त्र धारण करेंगे ठाकुर जी।
दिखाइए किस तरीके का वस्त्र है। अच्छा, ये
बिछौना है।
हाँ,
ये राम लला का ये बिछौना है ये।
अच्छा, इस पर बैठेंगे राम लला?
हाँ, इस पर बैठेंगे राम लला जी।
और साथ में पोशाक भी हरे रंग की पहनेंगे? अच्छा, इस तरीके का हरे रंग का पोशाक होगा।
इसी कलर का है।
अच्छा,
यही कपड़ा है।
और फिर ये, और
बुध के बाद हरा, वो बुध हरा हो गया। गुरुवार को पीला ठाकुर जी धारण करेंगे, लेकिन उस दिन भगवा रंग हरा भी पहनेंगे। पहले सुबह हरा पहनेंगे, और पूजन के समय ये भी पहना दिया जाएगा।
हाँ, मतलब जिस दिन मोदी जी आएंगे हरा रंग होगा, और साथ में भगवा भी धारण।
नवरत्न जड़ित होगा, 9 ग्रह का नवरत्न जड़ित होगा। ये पोशाक, यानी विशेष पोशाक ये बना है हरा, इसलिए उस दिन हरा पहनेंगे ठाकुर जी, और उसके पहनने के बाद ये भगवा रंग का पहनेंगे।
और फिर उसके अगले दिन,
उसके बाद पीला, ये गुरुवार को ही पीला पहनेंगे ठाकुर जी, और शुक्रवार को फिर यही सफ़ेद पहनेंगे। शनिवार को ये नीला वस्त्र धारण करेंगे।
अच्छा,
और रविवार को ही गुलाबी वस्त्र धारण करेंगे। यानी 7 दिन का 7 कलर।
और उस सब में रत्न जड़ित हो गए, सब में गोटा लगा होगा।
केवल विशेष में यही रत्न जड़ा गया है, और बाकी तो सब इसमें गोटा पट्टा लगा करके ही विशेष स्वतंत्रता बनाई जाती है। और वैसे तो हमारे यहाँ 4 पुश्तों से ये काम चल रहा है। हमारे बाबा के, पिताजी के, और हमारे बड़े भाई साहब भगवत प्रसाद जी हैं, भगवत प्रसाद पहाड़ी, हम शंकर लाल, और ये हमारा भतीजा मुन्नी लाल, श्रवण कुमार, संजय, पवन कुमार, यानी सब लोग परिवार के ही सदस्य मिल करके हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं।
All right, I'm going to step away.